The Media Research Center and Family Research Council are asking the mainstream media to stop using a map created by the Southern Poverty Law Center. The map is easily accessible on the civil rights organization's website. The map shows where hate groups are located across the country, but some watchdog groups also note the map includes legitimate conservative organizations. Our next guest explains why this is dangerous. Joining us with a closer look at the issue is Katie Yoder, Associate Culture Editor at the Media Research Center, a conservative media watchdog group. So Katie, what exactly is the problem with the map? Explain it to me.
Sure. The problem with this map, and the reason why conservative leaders are coming out and telling the media to stop using this map, is because the Southern Poverty Law Center is lumping together conservative organizations, faith-based organizations, along with other organizations, neo-Nazis, the KKK, and calling them all hate groups. So it's a little bit like Crying Wolf, the boy who cried wolf, because they're really just, this map is confusing people as to who's really hateful here. And in a way, it's the SPLC is discrediting itself by including all of these other mainstream conservative groups as hateful, smearing them as being hateful.
Yeah, organizations that could not be any more different in many cases.
Right.
You mentioned the Southern Poverty Law Center, which put out this map. They say they're dedicated to seeking, I want to make sure it says, seeking justice for the most vulnerable members of our society. But it seems like this map has put people in danger. Are there any examples that you could give of that?
Right. There are several examples out there. 5 years ago, there was a gunman who walked into the Family Research Council, and he intended to shoot up everyone in the building. Thankfully, a building manager stopped that shooting. But he intended to shoot everyone up, and later on it was revealed in federal court that he used the SPLC hate map. And then there was a shooting of a Republican congressman recently, Representative Steve Scalise, and his shooter liked the SPLC on Facebook. So there are real-life consequences to being placed on this map. So when the media report on this map, on this organization as a credible source, and don't tell Americans what else is going on with this organization, they're really doing a disservice to Americans and being dishonest.
Okay, so obviously you're asking the media not to use this map. What kind of response have you gotten? Anything so far?
Right. Well, on Wednesday, we had 47 conservative leaders and organizations send out a letter. It was composed by the Family Research Council, signed by the Media Research Center, asking the media to immediately cease using this map. The media have not given a response yet. The conservative media have. They've realized and they're reporting on what's really going on here, but the big name outlets haven't really said anything, and we can only hope that they're actually reading this letter and paying attention to how this could harm Americans.
I know your organization is going to continue to put the pressure on them. Katie Yoder, Associate Culture Editor for the Media Research Center. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.